Hi, in this tutorial we will learn how to make distance between content on page, actual content, in this case that's normal text, and the border of our paragraph. We will not use margin here because margin is distance between edge of browser and some HTML element. Padding will be used when you are dealing with actual content inside of your box. In this case that's paragraph. So let's clean this mess from last tutorial because we don't want to confuse ourselves more than we need. We will just use test the first paragraph. Yep. So let's go. What we need to do is specify padding, and let's say the distance will be 10% of page. You can use percents and pixels. Let's try with percents, and this, as you can see, is a lot. It is responsive but is a lot. So let's use 3% just for test, and result is a little bit nicer, but for our security let's just use pixels. Okay, so 10 pixels. When you define just one number for padding, the result will be the same for all four sides. Okay, so top, bottom, left, right, 10 pixels, and that's about it. Can you specify just one padding? Yes, let's say padding from the top, and in this case from the top will be 10 pixels. Let's use 30, so the difference is obvious, but default padding for other sides is pretty much 0 default in this case. So how to change that? Just use normal clock analogy. We learned about that in past tutorials. So padding right will be 20 pixels, and the first one will be 10, and the bottom will be 30 pixels, and the left will be plain English, nothing special, plain English, 50 pixels. So result is this. Okay, but please think, pay attention to this. If you make a space between number and pixels, what will happen? You will not get what you need. Okay, so just type pixels really close without space to numbers, and then the change will be activated. So that's pretty much that. Now what to do next? Can you do padding CSS one-liner? Sure. Let's say where I'm padding, top will be 10 and right 20 and bottom 30, and 80 will be for left one, and results is this. Why? Because we didn't specify that into pixels. So please, by all means, don't forget pixels. And that's about it. Really simple stuff. If you just type two numbers, then what will happen? For example, 5 and 30. You can also do that, but it can be a little bit confusing. Now the first number, as you see, will be for top and bottom, and second one will be for left and right. So you can experiment also with percents here, but I don't advise that because you don't want to just mix these two, because results can be sometimes what you don't want to have. Just use pixels and you will be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Really simple tutorial. Now you can do a lot with CSS. You should be proud on yourself because your arsenal of HTML tags and CSS is enough right now to make a simple website, but we will learn a lot in the next tutorial, so just save your time and energy. You can practice a bit, but as I said, always save your time for next interesting tutorials. Why am I saying this? Because sometimes you're trying to make with what you have at the moment something that you can't do, so just wait until you get the whole arsenal of things, and then at the end of playlist you can put on paper and combine all these things. So as always, thank you for watching and see you in next tutorials.